welcome to GOA365's English News Bulletin. I'm Maithili and these are the headlines. Goa is waiting with bated breath for the assembly results that are to happen on March 10th. But this day could be a wet one in more ways than one, as the Met Department predicts rain for a couple of days from the 8th. High Court has issued notices to the Southwest Railway for taking up double tracking works without Panchayat approval on petition filed by Panchayat. Vice President Venkaiah Naidu on a two-day visit to the state to inaugurate a Darbar Hall at the Raj Bhavan emphasizes need for universal peace. And now for the news in detail. This garbage dump at Sonsado had been in the limelight since the 2000s. With ever-mounting garbage and no proper safety measures, it is a ticking garbage time bomb. Now, this bomb erupted in flames once again today. The MMC, in a written statement, assured locals that the fire department was fighting the flames on a war footing. Here's more.
Officials have said that the cause of the fire was due to a high-tension electricity cable which snapped. However, this dump has been catching fire pretty regular over the years. The garbage dump caught on fire today afternoon after a high-tension electricity cable passing over the dump snapped and ignited the fire. Firefighters from Margaon rushed to the scene and later doused the flame.
आज संसदो हांगा दनपारच्या एकांक सुमार उजो लागलो आनी हांगासलो जो कावन्सिलर आशिल्लो तो हांगातल्यान पास जातालो बाब सदानंद नायक म्हणटा तो ताणें हो पळयलो की उजो पेट्टा तो ताणें मागीर रोखडेच टायम भोगणें नासतना ऑथॉरिटीजांक फायर सर्विसांक आनी हांकां सगळ्यांक कळयलें ते कळयलें म्हणून बरें जालें की रोखडी फायर सर्वीस येयली आनी तेंच्यांनी उजो पालोवपाक सुरवात केली एकांक लागिल्लो उजो तो सुमार एक 4 म्हटल्यार मातसो ते उज्याचेर तेंच्यांनी कंट्रोल हाडलो आनी तशें पळोवपाक गेल्यार हे उजो लागपाचें कारण म्हटल्यार की हांगाचे संसदाचो गार्बेज यार्ड आसा जो कचरो उडयता तेच्या वयल्यान एक हाय टेन्शन वायर गेल्ली आसा आनी ती वायरीक ते झाडां लागली आनी स्पार्क येवन उजो लागलो अशें म्हणटात आनी अशेंच आसा गजाल की फाटले खूब फावटी हांगासर संसदाचेर असोच उजो लागता आनी हाचें कारण आसा की त्यो हाय टेन्शन वायऱ्यो तेन्ना ही ऑथॉरिटी केन्ना ह्यो हाय टेन्शन वायऱ्यो शिफ्ट करतली काय अशेंच उजो आनी उजो लागपाची वाट पळयतली.
The garbage dump at Sonsado had been an issue ravaging locals for years now. Poor management and no proper safety measures, the garbage dump was ticking time bomb.
आमकां एक वराची आमकां न्यूज मेळ्ळो कितें हिंगा सनसोड्यार उज पेटलो म्हणून सेग्रिगेशन पॉयंट हिंगा उज पेटलो म्हणून आनी इमिजिएटली आमी वी हॅव अलर्टेड ऑल द ऑथॉरिटीज कलेक्टर आमी रोखडें हें करून PWD हें केलो SMS केले आनी तांकां मर्ड धाडपाक लायलो PWD तशें 4 फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर हेड कम पेंजीम आनी मडगांवच्या दोगांयनी आनी भरपूर बरें काम केलां आनी उज अंडर कंट्रोलार हाडला तशें ऑल द पुलीस ऑफिसर्स वेर देर मार्गांव पुलीस स्टेशन तसले SP पासून दिसता म्हाका आनी म्युनिसिपालिटी फूल एंटायर टीम इज देर आनी फातोर्डा पुलीस स्टेशन आनी सगळे आसा मामलेदार आसा डेप्टी कलेक्टर आसा सगळे ही सगळे ऑथॉरिटीज आर इन वर्किंग व्हेरी हार्ड कीप द फायर अंडर कंट्रोल.
कॉज ऑफ फायर कितें सर?
कॉज ऑफ फायर शॉर्ट सर्किट हाय टेन्शन वायर हाय तुटले आनी उज पेटलो.
तुमी ते शिफ्ट करपाक काय हाटल्या फाटी तें हाय टेन्शन वायराच्यान उजो लागलो तुमी ते कांय केलें ना शिफ्ट करपाक?
ट्राय केल्लें शिफ्ट केल्लें चलो त्यान आनी वायर फास्ट येवन ते सगळो फास्ट हें जालो वायर स्प्रेड जालो.
Benalim MLA Churchill Alemao was at the scene too. Listen.
So I'm kids are saying I'm my thing jala na tela do to jala. So ये problem पर मड़ा ये और ये पास हम समझने ला पर मड़ा है आज.
China come the government doesn't follow protocol.
ये बच्चे यार दातार की उगो दी आणि मारी सगळ्या बसती.
99 आता problem start झाला म्हणजे अजून विरंती काय
ये पास तो सांगले मध्ये निघून.
With the MMC dumping all the city waste there, locals from Maina Kurtorim have raised concern since the toxic smoke emitting from the fire is heading towards them, while Margaon will see no ill effect.
Margaon municipality जो आणि सकल गांधी रोड मायना सात दुवर थिंग पावला त्रास कोणाको मायना कुर्तोरी लोका आणि गांधी रोड बगबाट हे सुद्धा दुवर वचना तुम्ही मार्गांव सायडीक वचना दुवर वयता आमगे मायना सायडीन देखून हांव मागोता आमगे लोकां कडेन उठोवन हें कितें जाल्यार एक्शन घेवपा जाय.
Sandip Tuyekar for GOA365 from Sonsado.
The High Court has issued notices to the South West Railway for taking up double tracking works without Panchayat approval. The petition seeks that no construction or development work be permitted by any authority, state or centre without a licence from the village Panchayat, if the area falls within the Panchayat jurisdiction.
The Panchayat said that it was forced to approach the High Court as the respondent authorities have continued carrying out work without permission from the petitioner in the face of multiple objections sent to it by the petitioner, and also a demolition order directing from the removal of certain structures erected. Development work on the second railway track undertaken without its approval or license as required under the Goa Panchayat Raj Act 1994.
All sick and all, we cannot travel also. This because of this railway. And sometimes a train move very fast and wagons are many. So we have to wait very long time this side. We cannot take our vehicles. Still too much trouble for us. Already when we sleep and sit, there is vibration inside. Even now utensils fall. So much vibration is there. So we don't want this double tracking. We are against all the people, and we cannot build so much a big house, so much expense we have done. I don't have husband. My son is not well. He got a heart problem.
We want we have petitioned the High Court to intervene in the matter and bring some sense into the central government agencies. The landowners only permitted the railway authorities at that time to lay the track. So technically, the land on both sides, including the land on which the track has been laid, does not belong to the railways, it belongs to the original landowners.
Railway is one authority and Panchayat is another authority. For any developmental work that is going to take up in the village, like they have to take the permission from the local authority. So they have completely violated the rules. They haven't taken any permissions from us. That is the reason why all the villages got together and we have objected to it.
Land doesn't belong to railway. So ये आता possibly acquire करपा सकता है without taking any permission from the local authority. It is illegal. So तेजेर आता बरे एक issue घेतला पंचायतान ग्रामसभा लोकान हो issue raise केला and तेणी first पंचायत म्हाका दिसता वेलसाम पंचायत who has filed a honorable writ petition in the Honorable High Court. And for this, I am very happy that Mr. Max, who is one of the Valsam, Bora Badkar, a knowledgeable Munis, तो आपल्याचे कांय चित नासतना this age also, तो इतलो fast born or move तेणे आमचे वेलसावन दाखयला.
How dangerous this coal transportation is, and we just saw the wagons going with partially covered, or they are not just some tarpaulin and which is stone totally. Most of the time we have all, just last week there were some people collecting, and then they are collecting the coal from the tracks, and they came next to my site. There's a mango tree, they are stoning over there. So it's a nuisance for us totally. You never know when these people will come and rob our houses if nobody is around. And for our health wise, we can see the trees, we can see the leaves, they are all having pittings of black. And our fruits, our coconuts, everything is affected by this because the coal that is falling, it goes down with the water, rain, and it's affecting our livelihoods and our health.
Hiru Mahale for GOA365.
In ongoing evacuation of Indian students stranded in Ukraine, one more Goan student finds his way back home today. Mihir Deshpande returned to Goa from Ukraine on Friday afternoon and met relieved family members at the airport.
Indian students stranded in Ukraine are being evacuated by the central government under Operation Ganga. The country had around 20,000 Indian nationals stuck in Ukraine, of which 18,000 were students. 2 Goan students, including Deshpande, found their way back to the country today. Deshpande has arrived in the state, while the other student, Joylifa Gomes, would possibly return to the state anytime soon.
प्रवास झाला का जसा तसा, पण इंडियन गव्हर्नमेंटने खूप मदत केली जेव्हा मी बॉर्डर क्रॉस केली त्याच्यानंतर. आणि बाकी मेन प्रॉब्लेम तर बॉर्डर क्रॉस करताना होता आणि तिथून येताना होता. बाकी आणि आता छान वाटतं इथे.
आणि तिथली परिस्थिती आणि इथं आता कसं काय वाटलं तुला?
इथे खूप शांत वाटतंय, खूप रिलीव्ड वाटतंय आणि सगळी आपली माणसं बघून खूप छान वाटतं.
आणि तुझे मित्र वगैरे?
माझे मित्र सगळे आले आणि ते आपापल्या घरी जातील आज संध्याकाळपर्यंत.
आई बाबांना बघून कसं काय वाटलं आता?
खूप छान वाटतं.
कारण बरेच दिवस होतो अडकून होता तिथे आणि ती बॉर्डर रोमारीची क्रॉस करेपर्यंत आमच्या जीवात जीवन होता. कधी काही होऊ शकतं, पण आज तो त्यांनी रोमानिया क्रॉस केला आणि भारत सरकार आणि गोवा गव्हर्नमेंट आम्हाला खूप मदत केली याच्यामध्ये आणि तो त्यांच्यामुळे सुखरूप आला. काल गोवा सदनामध्ये त्याला खूप त्यांनी व्यवस्थित त्याचं वेलकम करून त्याला घेऊन आले आणि आज विमानात बसून देण्यापर्यंत त्यांनी पूर्ण सहकार्य केलं.
Hiru Mahale for GOA365 from Vasco.
We'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Post-independence, our country has made remarkable progress in various fields, be it rail and air connectivity. The Vice President Venkaiah Naidu said on Friday. Naidu, on a two-day visit to the state to inaugurate a Darbar Hall at the Raj Bhavan, emphasized the need for universal peace, saying that even though there were lots of attacks on India, it did not indulge in any aggression. Here's more.
The Vice President, who began his speech in Konkani, said that the construction of this building reflects Goan architecture and that he was very happy to inaugurate the Darbar Hall, which is the second largest hall in Goa after the Dr. Shama Prasad Mukherjee Indoor Stadium.
We are all proud of our civilization. India, which was called as Vishwaguru once upon a time, with all its resources, we never attacked any country because we don't believe in colonialism. We don't believe in expansionism. We believe in Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Share and care is the core of our philosophy. So everybody, they should remember this and this should be practiced. We are seeing what is happening around the globe. These expansionist ideas and the tensions created thereby and the conflicts that are occurring and misery happening to the people of that region. We should all really commit ourselves towards universal peace because peace is the prerequisite for progress. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention. That has to be understood more and all. Request you all to participate in Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, which is being organized by the government in various places to build a momentum for Atmanirbhar Bharat.
Besides the Governor and the Vice President, also present were Dr. Pramod Sawant, Union Minister Shripad Naik, Digambar Kamath and other dignitaries as well as many outgoing MLAs and ministers including from the opposition. Shamchari for GOA365 from Donapal.
The work of privatization at Panjim Ferry Ramp is on. However, as the work progresses, it has been noticed that the ramp is decreasing. Ironically, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Swachh Bharat Mission too is being destroyed in the process. Congress Panjim candidate Elvis Gomes alleged on Friday.
This ferry ramp from Panjim Jetty is used by the Municipal Corporation, Captain of Ports Department, Coastal Zone Management Authority, Police, Marine Police, Fire Service and Ambulance Service. But a casino has already constructed a counter there. Elvis said he is worried about how the ramp would be used during an emergency, bringing up the incident that took place at the Kalvem ferry ramp.
स्ट्रक्चर ते सांगता की हे गव्हर्मेंटान ही कजिनोक दिला. आता कजिनोक दिवन हे फेरी रॅम्पूय कजिनोक दिवपाची आज जर परिस्थिती येयली जाल्यार म्हाका फुडार तर बरो लागना. तुमकां खबर आसतली कालवी करोना फेरी एक ट्रेजेडी जाल्ली तेन्ना आमची गोंयची भुरगीं मेल्लीं. एक बस देंवल्ली अशी रॅम्पान आनी थंय रेस्क्यू करपाक अवघड जाल्लें कित्याक ते फेरी रॅम्प चड उशीर आसले. आता हे एक स्ट्रॅटेजिकली एक इतलें बरें वायड हे फेरी रॅम्प बांदिल्लें ते कितें तरी कारण आसलें तेजे फाटल्यान. पूण पळोवपाक गेले जाल्यार हे आतां फेरी रॅम्पूय ताणें तें प्रायवेटायज केलें, भलत्याकूच दिल्लें आहा. फाल्यां जर कितें रेस्क्यू करपाचें जाल्यार हांगा कसो जातलो म्हाका खबर ना. जॉन बाब आनी हांव कॅप्टन ऑफ पोर्ट्सान सहज म्हणून एक चवकशी करपाक गेल्ले जाल्यार कॅप्टन सांगता की हें सरकारान दिला म्हणटा, गव्हर्मेंटान दिला म्हणटा तो. सो गव्हर्मेंटाक असो अधिकार खंयच्या कायद्यान दिला तें आमकां खबर ना. तें पळोवचें पडटलें. म्हाका चड करून बेती जे वयता फेरींतल्यान क्रॉस करून तांकांय सांगपाक जाय की बाबा तुमी तुमच्या दोळ्या मुखार हें जाता. ही हो फेरी रॅम्प जो आसा तो सगळ्या लोकांक भेटयल्लो आहा, सगळ्या लोकांच्या युजाक दिल्लो आहा. जाल्यार हे अशें प्रायवेटायज करून हे फुडें कितें करूंक सोदता हाचेर खोलायन चवकशी करची पडटली. हो ट्रेंड पळोवपाक मेळ्ळो जाल्यार ज्यो जेटीज पळय त्यो जेटीज जावं, कॅप्टन ऑफ पोर्ट्स ऑफीस जावं, फिशरीज ऑफीस जावं, मागीर आतां फुडें येता हांगा शेवटी फेरी रॅम्प सुद्दां जे बांदून दवरलेले ते सगळे प्रायवेटाच्या हातान पडत आसा. सो सरकार आतां एक बिल्डिंगूय बांदता थंय तो डॉक्टर जिओ बी सगळे ते एकठांय जावन कंप्लेन घालता ती आतां उदकान बिल्डींग बांदता. ती फाल्यां कोणा कडेन उरतली कित्याक एवरीथींग आतां ते पार्किंग लॉट सुद्दां थंय पळय सांता मोनिका जेटी कडेन आहा तोय सुद्दां प्रायवेटायज करून उडयल्लो. सो हळू पळोवपाक गेल्यार सरकाराच्या पयशांनी म्हणजे टॅक्स पेयराच्या पयशांनी जे कितें बांदता तें सगळें प्रायवेट लोकांच्या हातान घालपाची सरकारान खूब तयारी केली आनी लाटलें बी सगळें. गोंयचे एसेट सगळे लाटीत आसा हो सरकार आनी हाचेर कोणूच उलयना.
What is even more surprising is the closure of the old toilet at the side of the ramp, or rather blocked off, allowing no way to go inside the toilet, said one worker working at the site. Listen.
इधर काम करता था जी, हम इधर एक टॉयलेट आपका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट में था पहले? नहीं, वो मेरा पत्रम का है तो हमको इसमें उन्होंने काम दिए थे तो हम काम करते थे. तो अभी कितना महीने से बंद है सर? अभी ये 2 महीने से बंद है. 2 महीने पब्लिक नहीं आता इधर? नहीं सर, देख रहे गेट किधर है सर आने जाने का? रास्ता नहीं है सर. सामने से था सर, एक गार्डन था तो आगे से आता था लोग, लेकिन अभी बंद हो गया. दोनों साइड में बंद किया? हाँ, उधर से भी बंद हो गया. उधर से सामने तो फ्रंट था ना सर, तो वही फ्रंट बंद हो गया, पब्लिक को पता नहीं चला. हाँ, वो सर के पास है वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, वैलिड है, लेकिन सर वो बंद हो गया सिर्फ इसके एक काम से. ये इसका किसका बोला? ये सर मजिस्ट्रिक का काउंटर शायद बन रहा है. काउंटर बन रहा है. ये भी आपका लाइन था पहला? हाँ, ये लाइन एक मोटर का था. इधर से ऐसा टंकी था, उधर पानी का, उधर टंकी, वो भी अंदर में कब्जा हो गया. और टंकी आपको था पानी का? जी. तो वो भी मैजिस्ट्रेट वाला उसके अंदर चला गया. मैजिस्ट्रेट ये वाला टंकी था इधर? हाँ, ये टंकी एक पानी का, एक पतला वाला सर पाइप जो है ना वो पानी का है, और बड़ा वाला था ना वो सीवेज का था. जब वो भर जाता था ना तो मोटर चला के हम लोग उसमें छोड़ देते. अच्छा, वो टैंकर आता था लेकिन? नहीं, वो उसका लाइन था ना सर सीवेज का.
Apart from the ramp issue, the government has also started privatization of some other things in the name of development. Elvis alleged that the government uses taxpayer money in the name of privatization. Evidence of how the toilet was blocked off by the new construction at the ferry ramp in Panjim was also shown by Elvis Gomes.
This is a toilet, this is a public toilet. This is there for the last more than 10 years. Public utility म्हणून आहा. Now this advertisement by येतो व्हडलो ही signage, this is incidental. मेन म्हणटा ते कितें? मेन म्हणटा ते पब्लिकाक टॉयलेट फॅसिलिटी. हाच्या फाटल्यान आतां एंट्रन्स आहा. आतां ही एंट्रन्स कशी ब्लॉक केल्या ती तुका हांव दाखयता. यो ही आता पब्लिक टॉयलेटाची एंट्रन्स. हिंगा एंट्रन्स दवरूंक ना आतां. एंट्रन्स काबार म्हणजे टॉयलेटूय काबार. हे भारतीय जनता पार्टी गव्हर्मेंटाचे स्वच्छ भारत मिशन पळय आहलें तेंय काबार. स्वच्छ भारत मिशन प्रायम मिनिस्टर मोदीन लॉन्च केल्लें हें हांगा काबार केलें पळय हांगा. सही है भाई जी, बंद हो गया.
इधर ही हम काम करते थे.
हाँ, फिर
तो इसकी वजह से गेट बंद हो गया तो सर बंद हो गया.
ये खड़ा होने के बाद
जी, इसकी वजह से बंद.
William Rodrigues for GOA365 from Panjim.
India reports 6,396 fresh COVID-19 cases and 201 deaths in the last 24 hours. Daily positivity in the country now stands at 0.69%. Goa meanwhile reported 19 fresh cases and 1 death in the last 24 hours, while positivity rate now stands at just over 1%. Here's more.
India has been reporting a major decline in COVID-19 cases for over a month now. The country reported less than 1 lakh daily infections of the virus for 25 consecutive days, while positivity rate too now hovers below 1%. 6,396 fresh COVID-19 cases reported in the last 24 hours. 201 deaths reported in a span of 24 hours. Daily national positivity rate at 0.69%. 178 crore vaccine doses administered so far. Goa meanwhile has been reporting a decline in cases too, with less than 20 to 30 cases being reported daily. With election results due next week, the COVID situation in the state seems to be well under control. Bureau Report, GOA365.
We'll take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Now for the weather. Goa might see a wet counting day after all the confusion and expectations of a fractured mandate in the run-up to counting. IMD has predicted isolated areas in Goa will receive light rain and thunder showers on the 8th of March, adding that with the onset of summer, locals can expect some pre-monsoon rainfall activity over the state. This rainfall activity is likely to continue for 2-3 days after the 8th.
Until then, however, the weather will remain dry with light haze and fog in the early morning hours. Maximum and minimum temperatures are expected to hover around 35 degrees Celsius and 22 degrees Celsius today. Maximum temperature is expected to remain stable for the next 2 days before dropping by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius in the following 3 days. Minimum temperature is not expected to fluctuate. There are no weather or fisherman warnings issued so far. Rainfall predicted for the 8th of March. Farmers want to take necessary measures to protect crops, livestock and poultry. Maximum temperature to drop by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius after 48 hours. No change in minimum temperature. Maximum and minimum temperature today 35 degrees Celsius and 22 degrees Celsius respectively. Weather to remain dry on the 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Skies will remain clear today. Haze and light fog expected early tomorrow morning. No weather or fisherman warnings issued so far. Bureau Report, GOA365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook Goa365 TV and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel Goa365 TV or download our app which is available on both Android and iOS to watch all the latest news and updates on your mobile. Take care, stay safe and keep watching Goa365.